Under pressure, under pressure. Hey, don't I have a great singing voice, by the way? And incidentally, welcome to the Man Cave here at Wistful Vistas in beautiful suburban San Diego, California. Subject near and dear to our hearts today, and that is monitoring tire pressures on our magnificent motorcycle machines. Today we're going to go back to that system I purchased a couple of years ago. It's by a company called FOBO. Don't know what that means, don't know how they came up with the name, but that is what the company's name is. And it comes with a replacement tire cap for your air pressure valve on your motorcycle and a app that goes into your smartphone. And my app is now telling me that the battery has expired. The system does require a battery, but it's very handy. It's just the cap goes on your air pressure, on your air valve, and it sends a signal to the phone and tells you what the measured air pressure is in the bike. So, got to change the battery? Why don't you stick with me and we'll take a look at it. Okay, in the first place, here's the FOBO app as it appears on my smartphone. And it's telling me that the battery is low. So we're going to replace that battery. Another thing that we'll talk about later on is that I only have it on the rear wheel. So let's get to replacing that battery. Hey, hello. We're down here at the tire. Let's take that pressure monitoring cap off the machine. What do you say? It's that hard. There we go. Now let's check it out. Okay, here it is. And it is in two pieces that are screwed together. And you take them apart like this. Now, full disclosure, I did loosen it up a little bit before we started this segment here. But the top part of the cap threads right off and it leaves the bottom. And in the bottom is where the battery is located. Now let's just remove that. A little tough to do this full justice. And there is the battery. It is a CR1632. So I'm going to get a new battery, which I have, and I'm going to put it back in like that there, and then screw these two pieces back together again. You don't have to over tighten them, just make sure that it isn't going to fly off when you're on the road. That's good enough. Let's put it back on the machine. Okay, when I put a new battery in, of course, it reactivated the system, and now I'm getting a message on my FOBO. First of all, it vibrates the phone to let me know that something's going on, and it's now telling me that I've got zero pressure on that rear tire. Why? Well, because it's not installed. Let's put it back on the bike and see what happens. Okay, back here on the bike, we're going to thread it onto that Schrader valve. Got it in place. No need to over tighten. Let's see what it looks like on the app now. Okay, the app alarmed when I had the cap off. Let's tap up and get out of that. Let's open up the app, and it says it's now installed and my pressure is 34.8 PSI. Pretty keen little system. I'm rather high on this. I'd recommend it. It's called FOBO. Now let's talk about the one thing that I've discovered about using it on the front tire of the bike. Then we'll be done. Okay, love the Brembo brakes and these large calipers and discs. The problem with the FOBO system with the 90-degree tire valve is that it does not clear the inner side of that brake caliper, and it makes contact. It will work, and it'll work great if you have the normal type of straight up tire valves. So unfortunately, will not work on the front wheel of at least my 2021 due to that 90-degree valve fill. Nice thing about the valve fill at 90 degrees is that you can fill it with air very easily. And I will say this to FOBO, I think you're a thumbs up anyway. I have talked to them about perhaps changing that someday. They reply that it's quite an engineering project, and maybe someday they will. Maybe someday they won't. We'll have to see. But even having said that, I highly recommend it for pressure monitoring on your rear tire if you do have the 90 degree, and on both tires if you have the normal type of tire fill valve. Okay, that's it. Hey, just want to say that I purchased a FOBO system on my own and I don't receive any consideration from them, but I think enough of the product to recommend it. So that's it for our little segment here to the FOBO tire monitoring system, tire pressure monitoring system.